Greetings from the Faculty of Law and Government, Vasantha Punniamoorthy, Dean of the Faculty. So I'm here to explain to you about our program. We have two programs. That's the UK Degree Transfer Program and the HELP Bachelor of Laws. Right? The whole issue arises whether there is a gap between law schools and the legal profession. Edward T. Harris, who was a circuit judge with the District of Columbia in US, gave a very good article in the Michigan Law Review in 1992 and a postscript in the Washington Law Review in 1994. And if you may allow me to read to you this quote, he said, "If law schools continue to stray from their principal mission of professional scholarship and training, the disjunction between legal education and the legal profession will grow and society will be the worse for it." So you see, traditionally, we've always looked at law schools preparing students for the legal profession, just purely relying on the legal theories, textbook knowledge, and the legal profession is expected to train them on the practical skills. Speaking from experience, I was an external graduate back in the 80s, mid-80s. So I did an external degree program and I did the local bar exams. So when I came out to practice, when I did my pupil in chambers, pupillage, I realized that I was so green. I mean, I had no clue what the lawyers were speaking. I didn't understand their lingo. I had to learn everything from scratch. Textbook knowledge was redundant in that sense. Yeah. So what we have done at HELP, and I'm very, very proud of this, is that way back in 2001, 2002, we have introduced two additional modules. And the two modules are known as legal skills and legal practice. So in these two modules, students are given this opportunity to understand how client counseling works, negotiation skills, drafting, mooting, advocacy skills. They know how to address the bench. They know how to address their co-counsels in court. They know how to do simple drafting, the fundamentals. And students who have gone through this program with us and then went on to do the bar in the UK have come back to tell us that this was a great platform. It was a great platform that helped them or enabled them to do even better in the bar. And students of mine from as early as year one are doing things which I did as a full-fledged practitioner. You know, so these are some of the additional skills that we do at HELP. So we have gone away from this rote learning. That's just not acceptable anymore. And we are not just relying on textbook knowledge, but we want the students to understand the practical aspects. So when they learn criminal law or they learn contract, they have seen a draft contract. They understand what the terms and conditions in the contract are about. They may not be drafting a full contract yet, but at least they've seen it. I mean, I never saw one. So we actually go through advocacy skills, and so these are all the practical skills. And the other thing that we have is that we started way back in 2006, the HELP Law Review. That's for the academics. But in 2008, we then started the Student Law Journal, the HELP Student Law Journal, a la Harvard Law Review. So the students set up their own editorial board. They publish, they edit the papers. We only act as advisors. It is in our area of specialization. So these are all the additional value added that makes them, it's a more holistic program. So you're not just here to pass exams. That is something that you just have to forget about. So when you come here as a law student, you already start thinking like a lawyer. And this is, I grew up on Paper Chase. I don't know how many of you all have watched this program, Paper Chase, but it's a la the Harvard Law School. And Professor Kingsfield, who is a professor of contract, he always tells his students in the first class, you come in here with a skull full of mush and you leave thinking like a lawyer. So what we really train our students is to think like a lawyer. And with the Industrial Revolution 4.0, our mission now is not just to groom employable lawyers, but to groom employable lawyers for IR 4.0. So in addition to whatever we are doing in the legal skills, legal practice class, we have introduced legal tech. So students of ours in year one are creating chatbots. They have started doing their moot assessments online because, as you all know, with the global pandemic in 2020, which started in 2020, our courts have moved online. So we had a hari ini dalam sejarah moment in April 2020 when our Court of Appeal held its first appellate case online. And subsequently, we have read articles of how lawyers have conducted industrial relations trials as well online. So now our students can do moot assessments and others online. So we are moving in that direction, introducing them to legal tech as well. So you come to HELP, you get a holistic education. It's not about passing of exams, it's not about sample model answers, that's a definite no. It's about being trained as a lawyer so that you are employable, because that's our mission. Thank you so much.